Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard Blues, 1975. A YouTuber's on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends. But Longboard Blues, 1975.
This is Super Sprint on the ZX Spectrum, released by Electric Dreams in 1987, obviously based on the arcade machine of the same name, released by Atari in 1986, but yada yada yada. You're all familiar with Super Sprint at this point on my channel because I've been playing a bunch of the versions, so I thought only fair that we go and have another look, because I played this on my channel absolutely years ago. I have not gone back and looked at the video. I cannot recall how this version plays, but ultimately it looks fantastic on the Amstrad, but plays like absolute shite on the Commodore 64. It looks okay, but plays like absolute shite. Also, as people point out in the comment section, there are more than 4 tracks, but you have to load the other 4 tracks off the other side of the tape, which seems a bit weird because obviously that's a 64K machine. This is a 48K machine, and this is the 48K version. So let's get into it. So space, number of players. Right, we want 1 player. Okay, like I said, I cannot recall how well this played. So obviously it is 2 simultaneous player there, so that's kind of cool to know that you could still do that on the Specky. Let's be honest, with this sort of game, if it was 1 player only, then it really is missing the point of being the arcade, being an arcade conversion. There's no point existing on the home micros, doesn't it? We don't expect it to give you 4 player or even 3, but right, so 2 player, that's me. How odd that it defaults to Sinclair. Sinclair joysticks were shit, and then when the 128K plus 2 and plus 3 came out, because they were owned by Amstrad, he changed the joystick ports so you couldn't use, you know, without an adapter, anything but Amstrad Sinclair joysticks, right, which were shit. Right, 2, 3, cursor, Kempston, 4, start game. So there is no music, there is no front end polish. I mean, it's 48K, so I would expect some music, but I don't know if there was a 128K version, so by all means correct me if I'm wrong. I've had to play this, right, because I looked up what the keys were, because I figured they'd all be set to default because it's multiplayer, and apparently the keys are Q left. Are you listening to this? Q rotate left, A rotate right, and then S to accelerate. Look that up on a keyboard. Look that up on a keyboard. Not very comfortable. In fact, downright shite. Why you can't define them? I understand that possibly you have to have more than 1 person on the keyboard, but why you can't define them? Bit shite. 4 player. Start game. Right, so all tracks are loaded into memory. That's about as responsive as something that's not very fucking responsive. So it beats the Commodore 64 there. Right, it is going to be, you know, well, it's not going to be monochromic, but the track is black from what I remember. Fire. There we go. White flag. So the track is black, the rest is colourful. I'm the top car, I'm blue. I've just noticed a huge problem already. Apart from the attribute clash, when you're on the starting grid. Right, you don't have to plough into the wall to get stuck on the wall. Climate change is there, obviously. Oh, I didn't then. I'm playing this on joystick. I would say it's more responsive than the Commodore 64 version, but let's be honest, everything is. But you go through the wall. It's got the same problem that once you hit the wall, be prepared to spend the rest of your life there. The controls aren't sharp enough. I don't remember it being this. Look. Right, so hit the wall, let go of accelerate immediately. At least we've got that screen, which looks absolutely garish and horrible. Hit the wall, let go of the accelerator immediately. Maybe this is where I was going wrong in all the other versions. Oh wait, it didn't do that in the NES version. Are you going to make me press 4 again? I'm just going to go through the tracks because the controls are shit. One will go on that track. Thank you. Thank you. Did you remember? You remembered, right? Right, so I'm the top. But then the car next to me is also blue. Attribute clash. But then we're on a black track, so how come you couldn't put the black, you know, kind of shield around us. That's a really bad descriptive term, but that's how they got rid of attribute clash. There's a black background. You have the potential to do it. Also, shit sound. Like, no excuse, 48K. No excuse. Look at that, I managed to avoid climate change. No! I was doing alright. I took my finger off the fucking accelerator then, and it made no difference. That's because I was trying to avoid climate change. It's unavoidable, according to the BBC. Tax me, tax me, tax me. It's all you can do to save the planet. These controls are shite. They're easily as shite as the Commodore 64 version. You hit the wall, you're stuck. Taking your finger off accelerator seems to do nothing. Sometimes you're not even near the wall, and you just ping off it. I haven't exploded yet, which is, well, quite frankly, doesn't save anything about this game. It doesn't have Velcro walls. The controls are sluggish as shit. You can't turn quickly enough. Why were perfecting the controls on this game? I mean, I know it was a wheel in the arcade, so you could spin it and shit like that, but there's no excuse. Why were perfecting the controls on this game so difficult across all versions, apart from the NES? Apart from the fact that its difficulty ramped up like a motherfucker when you got to track 4. Right, let's have a look at some of the other tracks. Well, I don't remember this being this shit, but I can confirm that this is shit. I also downloaded Championship Sprint, but we probably won't give that a go on this. Oh, this is going to happen. Am I at the top? Yes. Oh! Graphics aren't terrible. We were expecting this with the colours. Did I skip then? No. Right, that's because I'm at the top of the track. And then it teleports you facing... Look, I'm not even touching the wall. But then it just teleports your car to face the other way. The Spectrum could have done this brilliantly. There is no reason... I'm stuck, I'm one with the wall. There's no reason for this to be this shit. I always try and show the Spectrum the best of lights. Believe it or not, the shit Commodore 64 version is less shit than this. This is shizingly shit. That's pretty shit, in case you're wondering what that means. Occasionally you think, no, the controls aren't that bad, I've just got it. And then they remind you that the controls are that bad. How do you fuck Super Sprint up? I mean, at least you're consistent, Electric Dreams, as that is your real name. It's not, it's Activision. I'm quite amazed that even let me do that. I'm going so slow. I forgot where I was going. That's points, not a spanner. Right, that's it, I've lost it now. Oh! Open up! Oh, open sesame, sorry, my bad. Why is this the only track that feels doable? And it's only because of that shortcut. Right. I'm not even holding the accelerator down. And it makes no difficulty. I mean, I know this is my first go in years, but it's Super Sprint. I figured I'd just wait. You can't. I mean, I guess small mercies. You can't crash into the other cars. Very... Oh! Fuck you, Electric Dreams, and everyone you care about. This is fucking awful. How do you make this worse than the Commodore version, which was fucking awful? Ugh. I can't. This is literally making me upset. I think this got good reviews back in the day, but what can I say? Back in the day, everyone who wrote for ZX Spectrum magazine was clearly retarded. Right. That was that one. That was this one. Right. You think that's simple? Right, no one else gets here, obviously. Probably got told to go after me by the BBC because I don't swallow all their fucking propaganda and shit. Go after him, climate change. He must be convinced that we are real. No! And every time, like I said, every time you think I might have it, that happens. Make finger off. Doesn't matter. And then you think, right, I'm going to have to gun it on the straight. But you can't make the corners. And then it's not like you ricochet around like a pinball. Your car just suddenly completely faces the other way. Because of course it does. I am generally upset about the 8-bit micro experience of a game that literally Stevie Wonder could have ported. Right, we're just going to show you all the tracks. Don't expect me to do it. I can't. I mean, I even clawed together a few games on the other versions. I'm genuinely upset that the more we play this, on each version, each subsequent version, brief respite being the NES version, it just gets shitter and shitter. And it's all because of controls. That should have been fucking easy to convert. Does that even count? That can't count, surely. I'm not going that way, because, yeah. No! You see, it turns your car around. I had a fucking chance then, and it turned my car completely around. There was no animation. It just turned my car completely around. Also, can your car even blow up on this version? I don't think it can. No. I'm not going to try that one either. Oh, this bit here. Just go straight up the middle. Oh my god! That does nothing to remove the sense of boiling piss I have right now, but... See, the reason I'm genuinely upset is because I love the ZX Spectrum, and this is just making it look fucking awful. When the other two versions were that bad, and this version is making it look fucking awful, no, it's making my beloved ZX Spectrum look terrible when it shouldn't. I can't do underground bits. It's bad enough I can't fucking control the car, let alone not see it. Also, they're superhuman. They make no mistakes. Ah, fuck you, climate change, you missed me. That's alright, I'll get you at the end of the tax year, Dave. Oh. And there's no consistency. Like I said, sometimes you feel, oh, I'm going to make it. I make that one. Then it goes, yeah, well, you're not going to make this one because I've decided that the controls aren't going to work. Oh, why did you just appear facing the other way? I played some shit ZX Spectrum games and some shit ZX Spectrum arcade ports, but this is absolutely fucking terrible. Right, where were we? Where were we? I may as well show you all the tracks. Right, that was that one. So this is this one. In fact, why? We've got all the tracks. We at least have that Crikey It's the Rozzers. They've come to arrest me for avoiding climate change. At least we've got all the things, you know, tracks. Why could you not get all the tracks on the Commodore 64 version? See, again, my car just immediately faces the other way. It doesn't even do that when the hurricane hits me. Whoa! It's a game that's designed for you to be able to hold and take... Look, I'm not even touching the wall there. Backwards, of course, yeah. And take corners flat out. That's the whole point of Super Sprint in the arcade. I've been lapped. I was going to have a look at some of the Championship Sprint versions, but it's the same game game engine, so no, I'll end up topping myself. I really will. Because of course, why? It's like touch one, touch two, face the other way. Oh, if I ever meet who wrote this, I'm going to punch him so hard in the face, and he'll literally get off the floor and say, I'm so sorry, that's for Super Sprint, isn't it? Yes it is, motherfucker. I had that coming. Here, take all the money in my wallet to ease the pain. My god, if this was the only way you could have played Super Sprint back in the day, was on my beloved ZX Spectrum, fuck me, you would have been royally pissed. 4, Right. Last track. Yeah, it's going to happen. So 1-1 out of 8. And I really do feel like I achieved something. And that was only because, see, face the other way for no reason whatsoever, I managed to get through all the shortcuts on the first lap in one go. That was it. Oh, this is fucking terrible. Again, how do you fuck up Super Sprint? I've got to play the many sort of knockoffs of this by Codemasters, because I'm guessing that they're probably going to hand this its ass. Yep, trading on your name. It's the collision detection, basically. That doesn't help. See? There was clear air sometimes between me and the side of the track. And then obviously 1, 2, face the other way. See? You can literally count it. That's it. I cannot take any more. Oh, how you fucked my beloved ZX Spectrum Super Sprint with a Sinclair ZX Spectrum. Never play this. Regardless of how much you love the arcade. Only play the NES version. Only play the Atari ST version. Never play this. Hell, I'll even take the Commodore and the Amstrad versions over this. And that pains me to say. Anyhow, if you had this back in the day, I'd love to know what you think. I'm pretty sure I already do. On the Spectrum, that is. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.